Hey everybody, happy Saturday, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Myself, I'm a mother as well. My baby's 21 though, he don't need me anymore. Don't make me worry about him any less. Anyway, sad bit of news for this Mother's Day weekend. Lily and Jack Sullivan from Atlantic Canada still missing. They're not home with their mom. Planning her a Mother's Day breakfast. They could possibly be lost in the woods. They could possibly be abducted. Possibly have met with some nefarious set of circumstances. Hopefully not. I pray they're still going to come home. So ever since I first seen this case last Friday when it broke the parents, Michaela Brooks Murray, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right. Possibly not. Sorry, I apologize. And the stepdad, boyfriend, Daniel Murray, reported these two beautiful little faces missing, claiming the parents were asleep, the children weren't in school because Lily had a cough, and so they were laying in bed, in and out of sleep with their newborn baby, 16, 18 months old. So two parents in the house on a Friday morning between 8 and 10 o'clock, and one of them couldn't at least get up and change the little guy's pull up and check on Lily's cough. So anyway, they were apparently both sleeping, and then they told the kids to keep the noise down. A 6 and a 4-year-old. Seriously? Keep the noise down? What planet you living on, buddy? Anyway, so they went missing. They looked for them. They said they called 911, figuring the children slipped out the back door, sliding door, and were playing and possibly wandered off in the woods, which they're apparently familiar with. And they kind of live in a rural part of the province. But 6 and 4, come on, you're going to get hungry after 20 minutes. They lose their attention span super fast and they want something else, or they want a cookie, or anyway. So everybody has been searching for these children for over a week now. It's been 8 days officially since we know of when they were reported missing. There's been no sightings of the kids to date, but the last confirmed third-party sighting of these two beautiful little children was the school bus driver dropping them off home on April 29th, which was last Tuesday. Apparently Wednesday there was a no school day, and then Thursday and Friday neither children were in school because Lily had a cough. Okay, so that's the last confirmed sighting. 29th, that's 11, 12 days ago. That's almost 2 weeks ago. So when they actually went missing, we really don't know. Because I'm sorry, but those initial interviews the biological mother and the boyfriend, stepdad gave, there was no tears, and they seemed rehearsed. The way the mom described, just speaking to her partner, Daniel, about, do you hear the kids? It just didn't sit right with me, I'm sorry. And so this is my second video because I had a lot of concerns and seen a lot of red flags, and I wanted to know if other internet sleuths felt the same, and apparently y'all did. A lot of you did. A lot of you did. There's a lot of theories, there's a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of questions. But as of today, 8 days in, I have updates. So I was going to make this video yesterday, but I wanted to wait and see if there would be any more additional updates. So, all right. There's been some new aerial posts, shots of the property. I have one up on top. That's what I have circled in the pink, is a part of the fence. As you come out into the backyard through that sliding door, there's a fenced off area, but there's a manhole to walk through, and there's also an unfinished part of the fence. And then, of course, down in the bottom here, you can see a full aerial of the trailer and of the fenced off area in the back, and a little shed. And then there's a holiday trailer over on the side, which is the next one. It doesn't have a roof. It has a tarp makeshift roof. And apparently one of Martel's brothers lives there, and also maybe his mom. But we don't know which brother or what the name is. I haven't been able to confirm that. But over here on the end is Ralph Martel, one of his brothers who is known to the police. That's actually a CTV mugshot picture of that gentleman. So we don't know if he lives on that property or if it's a different brother. So they have had run-ins. They are known to police. And apparently also Martel's mother lives here as well. So that's 4 adults, 2 small children, and a baby. Baby that can't really walk away. Not too far anyway. And nobody's seen these children on a Friday morning. Okay. So that's what we have so far. Then on Wednesday, May 7th, the RCMP gave an update where they were scaling back their investigation. Because of the age of the children and the weather conditions, temperatures, and the rugged terrain in that part of the province, they decided to scale it back, looking into wilderness, because the likelihood at that point of 2 small children surviving those elements are sadly low. So we're hoping they're not lost in the woods, because that would probably be something really terrible that they're not coming back from. But the RCMP did say that they're scaling back their investigation. They're going to revisit certain areas that they've already been. Like I said originally, leave no stone unturned. Just look everywhere. Just don't focus on one part. Like, don't focus on the woods. What about the road? What about any cameras seeing traffic stop there? It's apparently a logging road. So just look everywhere. And even the parents, especially the parents. The RCMP did say that they have info that they are not sharing. Understandable. It's good. It means they're digging. And they also did say that there was drug paraphernalia found in the property where the children lived and in a vehicle. They didn't say what kind or who's owned it. Okay. So on Thursday, May 8th, 2 days ago, Martel had another interview because he's been given daily interviews, while the mother, Brooks Murray, only gave one initial interview. That was last Friday when her children went missing, to the media, and there wasn't a tear. She did not shed a tear. She just spewed this really rehearsed statement as to how she thought where her children might have gone. And her and Daniel both kind of push through this abduction narrative, like get an Amber Alert, which is, they're living on a road where traffic could come and see these 2 beautiful little faces playing and nothing to stop, open the door. Anyway, hopefully I'm praying that's not what happened either. I'm praying that these babies are going to be found. Okay, keep hope. Keep hope. Please keep hope. So, Martel said that he early on agreed to and asked for a polygraph test. There isn't a professional in the province to conduct this because it's not something that happens daily. So he said that there is a professional being flown in for himself, and everyone involved to take a polygraph. It's good. It's good. It doesn't hold up in court, but it's polygraph. Chris Watts. Also, okay, so Martel also said that he gave the investigators all of his personal devices, cell phone, PC, offered to do a drug test, all of that, to cooperate. He's been seemingly cooperating. His story seems to be, he thinks is consistent, but details keep kind of changing, but he's still looking and still giving interviews and still talking. So, okay. I have a picture up there in the middle of him. Myself and a lot of other netizens noticed that he kind of had a scar on his face. Didn't know if it was a scar or a fresh scratch. So yeah, this photo I have up here with him kind of circling a scar or a scratch possibly. I mean, I don't know the man, so I don't know. But myself and other netizens have noticed that, wondered if it was what it was, or if it was new or fresh. And some said it was possibly a scar, an old scar, which is plausible, totally. But then some other netizens have dug up some photos, and it seems that it is maybe fresh scrape to his left cheek under his eye. Unsure. But Martel also told the media that there was some sort of an altercation and his mother had asked people to leave the property. Now, Michaela has been MIA since last Saturday, the day after her children went missing. Apparently there was some sort of an altercation between the families. That's what Daniel told a media source. And it could have been a little kerfuffle, and maybe that could be how he or got the scratch, if it is new. Maybe, it was a little more than back and forth banter with the families. So that's a possibility. But needless to say, this woman left the place where her children were last seen and are either lost in the woods or abducted from the road or met some other kind of nefarious situation, which, like I said, I pray hasn't. I want Lily and Jack to come home safe. Okay. So today is Saturday, May 10th, 8 days. These children have been gone. And to date, like I said, the mother has only given one interview, just that one initial interview last Friday. There was no tears shed. It seemed rehearsed. Martel has been giving daily interviews, one after the other. People are saying that's good. He's cooperating. Yes, he's cooperating. Just keep, if you want to give interviews, give interviews. Just like all those previous other bad creatures or monsters before him. I'm not saying he's a monster. I don't know him. I don't know her. And I hope to God that they're not monsters, either of them, but things are not looking good in my book. That's all I gotta say. So some netizens are saying, is he helping too much? Every day he has a new fancy t-shirt on. He makes sure his gold chain's hanging out. And he's all freshly, got a little grooming on to go. People are saying he's liking the attention. I don't know. I'm glad he's cooperating. I want those children found. But a lot of people are saying with the overly helping. Remember, Chris Watts agreed to a polygraph also. Just saying. And where's he? And where's Bella and Cece and Shanann and little unborn Nico Watts? Not with us. Not with us today. They're gone. Those beautiful babies and the unborn baby and that beautiful mama are not here for Mother's Day tomorrow. Okay? So, leave no stone unturned. Nobody's innocent until those babies are brought home. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, my last little bit of an update. It is an update. From the get-go, I have wondered, who's the bio dad of these children? That was the question that I had. And nowhere in the news did anybody mention who he was. If you notice, Daniel Martel. He's not biologically the children's father. Okay. The mother, Michaela Brooks Murray. Murray Brooks. 2 different last names. The children are Lily and Jack Sullivan. So, when I first heard this, I was thinking, man, this just, not just one of those true crime cases that I kind of got into, but this one just so close to home because it's like, neighboring province. It's like literally our backyard. Any of our children go missing anywhere, especially us Canadians, we're finding those babies. We're going to find those babies. We're all about helping and taking care of the babies, not hurting them. At least nobody I want to be involved around, So when nobody was bringing this up, and bio mom here and the dad, the stepfather, the boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, Daniel Martel, when they were both pushing the whole abduction, like from the get-go, abduction, get an Amber abduction, I'm thinking, well, who's the biological father? What's his relationship to the children? What's his relationship with the mother, his ex? Could this be a possible parental dispute, custody, abduction. That's what I thought, but nobody ever mentioned the dad. So I was just like, why is this story hitting me so close to home? Like, why do I not just want to dig and hope these babies come home? I want to go and look for them. Like, I want to go in the woods and I want to go and help find these two children. Okay? And I was thinking about their last name, but it still never came to me. So I'm from a neighboring province and they're from Nova Scotia. I don't know this young lady, the mom. I do not know her boyfriend. I do not know these beautiful little children. I would like to help find them, bring them home. But their father's last name must be Sullivan. So this still hadn't clicked in to me. I never really paid attention because, like I said, different province, never thought there would be a tie that, kind of. So my cousin and a friend of mine both kind of messaged me, and they're like, the father of these two missing children has ties to like our little small town. And I'm like, really? And then the name Sullivan kind of popped into my head, and there's one woman who I know, like have had personal dealings with. Now, I just happen to know her. I'm familiar with her. I know the lady, and her last name is Sullivan. So I kind of just did some digging, and then I asked my cousin, like, can you tell me more? And she gave me the name, and I'm like, oh my God, like I know that lady personally. Like, I don't know these children. I don't know their father, but I do know his aunts, a couple of his aunts, and I think he's actually possibly could be from, I don't know if he was born in Nova Scotia or Newfoundland, but he could possibly be exactly from the town or area I'm from. So it hits a little bit closer, and it kind of makes me, oh, that's why this is like really getting to me. I'm not just a true crime buff that just wants to, I actually feel for these children, like every children. But so yeah, today is Saturday, May 10th. These two beautiful little children have been missing for 8 days. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and they're not going to be, or they're not currently with their mom planning a Mother's Day surprise. So share this video, share all kinds of videos, share pictures of them. If you're in the area, just let's bring these babies home. Safe. Hopefully safe. We want them safe. But if that can't be the case, then let's at least get them home, found and home. Well, that's all my couple of pages of updates I've had for doing a little bit of research. But yeah, I guess I watched too much true crime. But anyway, just let's bring these babies home. Dear Lily, she's 6. Jack, he's 4. I have one child, just one. He's 21 now, my baby. But that little boy, oh my God, looking at him is just like, I can see my little man when he was that small. And it breaks my heart. So let's help bring these babies home. Happy Mother's Day.